second time is the charm. If you missed the first one, nothing happened. I just had some technical difficulties, but now I can see the chat. Everything's good. How are you, my loves? I just really wanted to hop on and do this impromptu live because let's be honest, I have lots of videos sitting on my computer waiting for me to edit and do voiceovers on, and I haven't gotten to them, and I just wanted to talk to you and connect and all of those fun things. So I thought we could talk about just kind of my current journal setup, um, why I've switched planners, etc., etc. Yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling like nervous and rusty. So funny. Oh no, I haven't plugged in my microphone. There we go. Okay, you guys, this Mercury retrograde is killing me. We're gonna get through this. Hello. Hello, my loves. Okay, so let's just start where we are, right? I'm leaving on a trip to Texas to my in laws for a week in a couple of days. And I want to switch covers of my current planner. So we're going to do that while I chat. And I'm going to share with you why I'm not using this one anymore. Hopefully without getting too salty about the drama because shit happened. And yeah, just catch up with you. How have you all been doing? I hope you're well. At the end of last year, just to explain some of the planner saga here. I don't know why I chose to do a live because my brain is literally not working. Come on, Leanne. At the end of last year, when I was thinking about what planner I wanted to use, I was really obsessed with the channel Jane the Crazy. Still am. Love her. She uses all traveler's notebooks. Like standard size, like the weekly insert and monthly insert and stuff. So I bought the whole setup, which, I mean, really isn't that big of an investment. It was like $20 to get some inserts, but I did all that. And then I found this other planner, this giant Mama Jamma that we're going to talk about. And it's astrological based. I had all these like spots where you could talk about the moon. All these spots where you could like record your moon cycles, your rituals, and all that fun stuff. So I picked that up. I used it January and February, and I enjoyed it, but I also just was like I do with all planners, right? Like making it my own. And it just wasn't working. And then I was like, well, I'm going to go on this trip, right? And I want to bring my journals and things with me, but like there's no way no way that I am going to bring that giant thing on a plane in my carry-on, because that would be like my whole carry-on. So at the beginning of March I switched to the traveler's notebook, and I'm like, we ain't looking back, honey. We ain't looking back. So then I tried to use inserts that I purchased, and it again just wasn't cutting it. So here we are. I made my own again. and we're just rolling with it. I'm trying to see if I want to put my April insert in here, so I'm trying to see if I have enough weeks in here, and I think I do. There was one point where I didn't. I do need to bind this, but that'll be future Leanne's problem. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now with that. So I made my own insert. We're using the Traveler's Notebook. Big one is out of the picture. And I miss you guys. And I know you guys miss me too. So here we are. These were in here from before. I think I might leave that one in there. I don't know about this one. I think I'm just going to recycle that. So let's do a little planner flip, shall we? Hopefully there's nothing I should have covered up because I can't edit this out. Sip of coffee. So what I've done here is at the beginning of the year, I did have like a regular Traveler's Company insert that I had taken some notes in. And what I did was I unbound that and added extra, basically I added another insert into it and bound one mega insert. So this could be like for the season, and then I have little booklets per month for each month. So yeah, still kind of decorating the cover. I would like to, my hope was to finish this because I really want to put the packing tape over it so that it doesn't get all funky, but we'll see. So I just have some different intro pages, seasonal overview. It just turned to the spring season yesterday, so happy spring, my loves. So I need to fill that out. So basically I've just made a giant like notes thing for myself. And I have some areas that I want to write about working with the cyclical energies and the elements and things. So those, I already had information typed up from a previous rendition of this planner, so I just put that in there. This is the start of that insert that I already had going. And this, okay, so I made this as like a flip out, kind of like a little altar or vision board, I guess you could say. I'm hosting a tarot challenge over on my main channel. So if you don't know, I have another channel. It's called Leanne Aligned. That's where I'm at most of the time these days, doing my witchy thing, and tarot readings and teaching tarot and all those fun things. So right now we're doing a 78 deep tarot challenge / I'm also teaching a course on it. So I wanted to have that information with me while I was on, vacation. So I've made like a spread here with all that information for me. And then I have a new witchy membership again on my other channel. I won't talk too much about that, but you definitely head over there if you want to learn more. But this is kind of my mood board for that. It's called the Leanne Aligned Sanctuary. So that's in there. And then I just have notes on different things that I've already taught this year, business planning things, random sticky notes, and notes. So you can see I was really using this insert before I added the extra insert onto there. Which brings us to this page, and I'm really excited to talk about this. So this is a page that I created as part of a new art challenge that I'm doing with 2 of the former members of the Take 5 Art Challenge. So if you've been around for a long time, you may remember the Take 5 Art Challenge, which had that group closed several years ago now, but I've remained friends with Anna and Shanice from that challenge. And we really wanted to, get the band back together, as I say, and do something new. So we have put together a challenge called hashtag Everything is Art 2024, where quarterly there's a prompt, and the idea is that you take time to sit with the prompt, digest the prompt, and really explore like the undercurrent and the layers of what that prompt brings up for you, and then create some type of creative piece and share it. If that sounds exciting, I'm hosting it as Leanne Aligned, so on my other channel. I will leave the video linked below to check that out. But if you've been missing Take 5 and you want to join us, Shay from The Sleepless Page, formerly The Sleepless Planner, Anna from Anna, and I would love to have you join in on this new seasonal art challenge. So excited for that. Again, I will leave details about that below, and we just released our first video yesterday. So I have the rest of that notes section, and then that's basically what this is. I have a tracker in the back, and then just other notes pages there. Then we have my March insert. So what I've been trying to do is take the information from this planner, like the astrological information I was interested in, and put it in here in my own way. This feels like a good time to talk about this planner. Oh, you guys. I've been not really saying why I'm so upset about this planner, but having spent some time communicating with the company and talking with them, I'm fucking over it, and we're going to talk about it, okay? Well, I'm not over it, clearly, because we're going to talk about it, but this is the planner by, and I probably got their name, Saint Soleil. I'm just going to hold it up so you can see, hopefully. You can already see an error there. Right. So the long and the short of it is, this is a year-long planner that has astrological information in it. There are weekly spreads, again, with the astrological information. You get new and full moon information and card things, extra reflection space, spaces for the Sabbats, like the witches' holidays. And then in the beginning, there was all of this, which I've covered up, as you can see, all of this like information or guide information on the different holidays, different transits for different planets, different moon phases, etc., which I covered up and turned into pages for other things. Here's my problem with not only the planner, but the people who produce the planner, and why I will not recommend them / will not buy anything from them in the future. This planner is riddled with errors, riddled with them. And I'm not just talking about spelling errors or sentence structure errors, like that's totally fine. Like I can get over that. The actual astrological information in the planner is incorrect in some spaces. The company itself has not said anything about this publicly on their social media. If you go to their website on the listing of the planner, which was put up after I purchased it, there is a little thing that you can go read it, but it doesn't really say there's errors to this degree. It just says, oh, yeah, sorry, oops, we published our draft and there's some spelling errors. So like if that bothers you, like, so sorry, come back next year. So as a business owner and a consumer, I find that extremely unprofessional that we are now 3 months in and nothing has been publicly said. They aren't being transparent about the fact that the astrological information is wrong, which makes the planner useless for its intended purpose, right? And when I reached out to the company, at first they seemed really understanding. They wanted to give me a $7 refund. Now, mind you, this is a $70 planner, $70. So, like, we're not talking about throwing 20 bucks away here, right? I was like, I don't want your refund. Keep your money, but like, you know, I'm upset that there's been nothing announced about this, and I think it's very unprofessional. And this was in January, and said they said they were sorry, you know, blah blah blah. The owner of the company contacted me, explained that she'd handed over her company to basically be outsourced by her employees, and that somebody published the draft of the planner. And she was going to go through, make corrections, and send out those corrections. And I was like, fine. So I didn't say anything publicly about this. I was like, that's okay, cool. I'm just going to wait, see what they do. It's now 2 months after that email, still no public announcement, still no update, to be honest, about the errors on their website. And when I asked, followed up with an email a month after I was promised corrections, they told me there was copyright issues with that, so they wouldn't be able to send them out. So this is a warning. You have the information. Excuse me. I'll get off my soapbox about it now. But back to the planner itself. I did, using my own things and trying to make it my own. As you can see, like, this is January. I did do my regular planning system inside of it. I made it work. I was doing some like documenting on the side. I loved this really big layout. I was using tip-ins, which I had missed using. So yeah, it was fun. It was fun. But every time I was in here, even though I was having fun using it, doing the things in it, I couldn't separate my frustration with the company and the errors from using it. And I was also finding that I wasn't really using it to its fullest potential because I was so worried about bulking it up because, as you can see, I didn't do a ton in here. Like, I was using printer paper for my photos, which I love photos, right? You know that. That's like my thing. So I was trying to print them out on printer paper, which isn't the same, to cut down on the bulk. And it just, there was no way. There was no way. So, and then, of course, taking this trip. So we moved into here. So this is my planner insert we're working with right now. So we have the monthly layout. I'm transferring like the moon information. These are like markers for that class that I'm holding on tarot. I have the astrological seasons noted on the side here. There's definitely more that I need to put in here, but basically what I need to do is I need to get a digital version of like an astrological calendar, I think, to plug in whatever I'm interested in. A little month ahead reading, my own like overview that I've put together. So at the beginning of the month, I like to do like a song that's on repeat, and then I answer these like 5 prompts. So I write something that's, I call it lighting my fire. So something that's like really exciting me or like that I'm passionate about that month at the beginning. An ace up my sleeve. So this is, which is funny because I point because I have literally an ace up my sleeve. But that's neither here nor there. To me, that prompt means like something that I have that's in like my repertoire of strengths that I can pull on if I'm faced with challenges throughout the month. 3, sorry, I'm losing my voice. 3, a game-changing move. So this is like the thing that I'm going to commit to that's like going to move my life forward. Potential challenge, so something that might trip me up that month. And then something that I'm learning, or something that's stretching me, so helping me evolve. So those are really fun prompts to answer at the beginning of the year. Then I have my on its way. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Okay, moving on. I have my on its way. And at the moment, I'm in like a unintentional no buy freeze. Just because I don't have a budget to spend right now. So instead of tracking my packages, I just wrote an affirmation there. This is like my high level, like gotta do things, filed my taxes, go me, took the dog to the vet, like we're killing it this month. Just patting myself on the back. That was my notes about that art challenge that I mentioned. Then I have like a dashboard, which I need to update. Projects that I'm working on, my word of the year. So I like to just flesh out like how is my word of the year still active in my life at this point, and what does that look like? As you can see, we're almost at the end of March and I still have blank spaces, but that's just kind of my life and how it goes. Notes on that tarot challenge I'm hosting. And then this is what I'm doing for the weeklies. So I have like a weekly layout Monday through Sunday with like little spots. I like to put my appointments at the top. To-do list over here, and then I'm putting in photos because that's what we do, right? And that's literally what I've been doing memory keeping in, is my planner. Like that's kind of it. So you'll see I have photos here. I'm hoping on the plane ride to, like, I'm going to paste in all of these other photos that I have like printed out for the month, and I'm hoping on the plane that I can just do like the little journaling bits and the doodles and catch up on that. So yeah, that's literally what's going on. Chris and I just finished the most recent season of The Witcher. Chef's kiss, so good. Mildly obsessed with that show. And then yeah, just continuing on with like different. Oh, this is this week. I thought this was this. No, I guess that was last week. I'm really bad lately about like checking in and going to like cross things off. So this just kind of ends up being like memory keeping, to be honest. So yeah, that's where that's at. I have a little like highlights and celebrations section where I can summarize my month. So I like to do like a summary of the month in like one word or a phrase, write down some things that brought me joy, write down things that I desire to continue doing, right? Because we're always working on like something new habits, new projects, new ways of being, etc., etc. So I like to note what I want to continue doing that. Things I'm celebrating myself for on repeat usually ends up being some kind of song or something like that. And then lessons, takeaways, affirmations, just digesting how I evolved over the month. And then I'm working on a packing list and things I gotta do in the next 3 days. And I gotta add more to that. So that's kind of like my monthly planning right now. I have my astrological birth chart and a planetary ephemeris for the month stuck in there. And then I need to set up April, which again will probably be like a fun mindless plane task. I'm not a nervous flyer. I don't mind the flying. I just get like super bored on the flight, but it's also really hard for me to focus. Like I find it super distracting. So doing little mindless tasks like filling that in will probably be good for me. And then I'm not going to show you in here, but basically this is one of the weekly inserts. This was from my original setup, and I'm using this as a journal for some courses that I'm taking right now. So that's that's the planner slash memory keeping setup, you guys. That's how it's been changing and evolving, and all the things. I do still have my personal journal that I've been working in since last October. This is another thing I'm like trying to finish up the cover collage. One, it's getting really worn because I haven't put the packing tape over it yet, but two, you know, I just haven't finished it yet. It's been like a fun, evolving collage, but for the sake of like preserving it, I really would like to finish that. I put the packing tape over it. Again, I'm not going to show you really in here because it's all private things, but it's mostly writing. I'll put in the occasional sticky note or collage bit, and sometimes I'll do like a monthly intro page. Like here's this, I can show you this. This was November's. So there's like a little collage. Sometimes I'll stick random things that I get in the mail in there. And yeah, just continuing with that. These are stickers from Anna, literally like from Anna, but that's also her name, from Anna. And she's selling stickers again, so definitely check her out. I'll leave her linked below with the art challenge with Shay, with the new channel, the video for that. Is there anything I'm missing? I've been loving my fountain pen still, as always. This is kind of what I'm using these days. So big crystal ball pen. Back obsessed with my longtime favorite, the Uniball Signo 207. I just can't get enough of these. They're amazing. And then my fountain pens, you know, I have all my TWSBIs and they're all inked up in random colors. Where's my little coffin? It's under my other planner stack. So I have my little my little plastic coffin that's looking a little worse for wear at this point, but this was a gift from my sister a couple years ago. And this is literally where all of my fountain pens live. And I love the TWSBI because the TWSBI Eco's pretty affordable. You can get them in cool colors and the ink doesn't dry out. So like, let's see, this pen, this green pen, I have not used this in probably at least 3 months. And I'm going to take this cap off and it's going to write beautifully. Like you can see the ink still in there. I still have to show you because this blows my mind and I get this question a lot. Look at that. Seamless, right out of the gate. Amazing. So, loving that. The one I use the most is this one, which currently has fudge, what's his name? Robert Oster Fire and Ice, I think, which doesn't really do the fire and ice thing for me, but it's a nice blue. So yeah, I've been doing that. Most use art supplies. Everybody get ready for the biggest shock of your life. LOL. Here we go. And it's like so funny. I mostly use the neons. These are the Arteza acrylic markers. I like the fluorescent colors. I use them literally all the time. This is just like a show and tell before the end. This would be a lot more well organized if I was going to edit it, so hopefully you're here for the long rambles. Current pencil case. Using the Stabilo Bosses for highlighters lately. Love those. I've also been annotating books, which has been super fun. For that, I like using the gray mild liner with like the brush tip. These are my two Stabilo highlighters. Been going through a bunch of mini post-its. As always, I have some Tombow markers in here. kind of like my little spring palette. You guys know when I do my monthly setups, I usually pick either 2 or 3 colors to like use for the whole month. You probably noticed that in my planner flip through that I just did. So those are there. Found this at the Dollar Tree, Zebra Sarasa Dry 0.7 in the pink. So I use this literally to whenever I have an appointment in my planner that I either have to show up live for, so like it's a live class that I'm teaching, or it's a coaching client that I have to meet with, or if it's one of my cleaning clients for my cleaning business. If I have to leave the house and put pants on or show my face on camera, I use a little pink pen to make a star. That's the sole function of this pen. Black. Can never get enough black. I was using the Arteza black in this size. It has since run out. It's been out for like a year. And they haven't restocked them yet, which makes me super sad, which is fine. So I'm using my other. It's fine. I'm using what I have. So I still have the space black in the little tip. So I like using that. I like the Arteza over the Posca specifically for like writing or using in my planner or making headers and stuff, because they have like a glossy sheen to them, which to me makes the black blacker. That's just a thing. But instead I've been using the Thick Mama. This is the 5M Posca black. I think this is almost out as well. So that's going to be a sad day. And then this is like one of the, again, just fine tips, but in the Posca, which has more of that matte paint in them. And then just other random colors that I've used from both brands that were just in there. Oh, and I've been using these pens too. I found this at the Dollar Tree, which I thought was cool. It's a Z-Grip medium tip. It's literally just a ballpoint pen. It's like this, but in the cool grip. And I had them in light pink and light blue, so I've gone through a couple of those. Let's see, what else can I show you? Still using this tape, like my life depends on it. This is the single-sided permanent Scotch tape, so it's acid-free, and it's literally like the only quote-unquote tip-in tape that I use these days. I have some washi, but it's just kind of dying. Dilutions Creative Glue Stick. I feel like this is just a repeat of all of the videos I've done in the past 2 years. But anyway, Crafters Permanent Tape. Love this tape runner. This is what I use most often. That's pretty much it, you guys, like for art supplies. I do have my watercolors, which I pull out from time to time. Oh, and another thing that I've liked using lately. Where did I put them? The Caran d'Ache crayons. These. So like, you can see I don't use the purple very often. But I love using these. These are the Neo Color 2s. So the Caran d'Ache Neo Color 2s. And then I have some of the Dina Wakley Scribble Sticks, which I've also been using. I had some like other metallic colors and stuff, but I got rid of the metallic colors in my D-stash because I just don't use them. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been using. They're really fun because it's watercolor in a stick, right? If I was to do it over, I probably would get all of the Caran d'Ache because they're creamy. The Dina Wakeleys are really hard, and they're really made more for like on like more textured surfaces. So for, you know, memory keeping in my planner, or working in my tarot journal. Again, I know most of you aren't probably interested in these things, but if you are, you know, come over to my other channel. But I just want to show you, like, here's this one. I did this really cool with the Neocolor 2s. Like I colored this two-tone header here and then just like wet it with my brush. And it was like, you know, quick watercolor brush, no mess. Like I did that one and it looks like a rainbow. This one looks like those rainbow pops, you know, those summer popsicle things with like the red, white, and blue. Anyway, wasn't the vibe I was going for, but I did that with that and this. So it's just really, really easy, quick watercolor without like pulling out a watercolor palette, which I guess probably isn't that much bigger than this tin, but we don't talk about it. Anyway, that is it, my loves. Those are the things I've been using. Those are the planner updates and all the hot gossip. I will put in the links now that the live is over so that you guys can join the art challenge. I'm so excited. Join the art challenge if you are feeling called to. If you're witchy or mystically inclined and like tarot and those things, you can join me over on Leanne Aligned. But otherwise, hopefully at some point I'll get those process videos up for you. I've done some journal with me's, like I said, and I've filmed them. I just haven't edited them nor found the time to do the voiceover. So yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I can't wait to connect with you in the comments, my loves. If you've chatted with me at all in the live chat here, for some reason it didn't load, so my apologies there, but wishing you all well, happy creating. I can't wait to hear from you, and I'll see you around. Take care, my loves.